Yo, what up, y'all? It's episode 50 of the One Pop Podcast. This is your boy Donville.
Trev.
Your boy CN. And guys, today we have a treat for you. Episode 50 is on a different mentality.
Special.
I mean, I can come at it from different angles. Basically, you know what I mean? I've said the youth of the future.
Right.
You feel me? And sometimes we have journeys in life that takes us in different angles. And if we can understand where we come from, we can show where we're going. And I'm not going to refer to myself as an elder, even though I got some gray hairs on the side.
No, we ain't there yet.
I'm starting to pull some out, dude.
Don't pull them out. It's just going to get more.
It's going to get right back. Yeah.
That's all it's going to happen.
I ain't going to lie. My wife be counting it. She be loving it. She's like, babe, look, we getting old together. I'm like, sure, stop reminding me. but that's a whole other mentality. Today we have a treat for you guys. You know what I mean? We have some youths here. You know, we have some nice conversation. And I'll go ahead. I'm going to try to do a small introduction for them.
All right, so let me introduce you to my new family. All right? Shout out to them from, Miami and Orlando and Palm Bay. First, let me introduce my new brother-in-law, LJ. What's up? How you doing?
What's up? I'm pretty good.
All right. And we also introduced the new cousin, Adi.
How y'all doing today? I'm doing pretty good.
All right, bet.
Nice.
Yeah. So LJ, if I say it correctly.
Yeah.
LJ and Adi. I like the name them, dog. You know, I want to ask where the abbreviations them come from.
Also in the room, Angel.
Hello.
Angel, come say something, dog.
Talk to the mic, man.
Come at Angel. You were there. Well, go on.
Hello, how you guys doing?
Yo, Angel, I'm easy to know.
Good.
Yeah.
Wifey in the background. Don't worry about her.
Yeah.
Don't worry. She good.
Yeah. Mrs. Walters.
Just know that she's good.
You know,
It's coming.
It's
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, guys, just a small system. LJ, you know, how old are you, if I may ask?
18.
18. Oh, so you just come legal. Adi, how old are you?
17.
7. Oh, so you're getting there.
Nice, man.
And how old are you, Angel? 16. All right. So I want to ask you guys this question from my age group. What would you say your biggest challenge which you guys would be facing right now? And I'm gonna start with the youngest, Angel, as a 16-year-old.
High school?
High school? I mean, high school could be a challenge. I ain't gonna lie. High school was a challenge for me. Based on the fact that when I was in high school, I was chasing girls. You know what I mean? Shout out to my wife. Baby, I love you. Don't kill me. You know, but still, you know, it is what it is. And even though I was just messing around with my wife, I like window shopping. I was down in Miami for a little bit, finishing my end part of high school, and it was new to me, especially seeing all the beautiful Spanish girls. Very tempting. But yeah, I guess high school has been a good challenge.
I think high school is just like one of the things, it feels so long. You go through so much from the time you enter high school to the time you leave. It's like you're a whole different person.
Yeah.
It's a crazy 4 years.
Yeah, I think it was like my worst years. Because I was so unsocial.
Yep.
I just longed to go back home down south, but I was up here with certain amount of people that I was never used to having that much amount of people around. Yeah. Quote unquote. I never was used to being around so much white people.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I mean, at that age, I was like, oh, wow, there's a lot. And they're all wearing flip-flops and
it's just different.
Talking so weird, like you're in a surfer movie. Like, that's someone real? Like, this is happening?
Yeah, it was weird for me because, like, I grew up in the Midwest, moved down here in my senior year of high school. So it was like, I never saw, like, white people, like, rednecks, for real.
Oh, I didn't know what
down here. I was
I didn't even know what rednecks
like, this is weird.
Here, bro.
Why you guys drive around in trucks? I don't get it. What you guys moving?
And I saw that flag in movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
learn what it meant real quick, right?
Oh, yeah.
You learn what it's about. Like,
I know. So, guys, funny question. When I first moved here from Jamaica to America, I went to high school, and one of the biggest things for me as a Jamaican is to have a pool at school, right? Because in Jamaica, we didn't have that. Actually, I know 2 high schools in Jamaica that has a pool. One was an all-girls school, St. Hugh's. Shout out to St. Hugh's because I utilize your pool.
I'm sure you did.
Oh, yeah, all-girls. You feel me? And I think it was JC, and I'm using the word think because I've never been there. It's an all-boys school. So, not throwing no shade, but just didn't want to be there. So, when I came here to America, my biggest thing was like, watching it on TV, every school's supposed to have a pool.
Right.
Yeah.
So Downville Peters, I went to class and I'm sitting there looking. I'm like, Jim, you know what I mean? I brought
Like
swim
you
trunks,
ready for it?
swim trunks to school, bro. So I'm like, yo, where's the pool? And the teacher's looking at me like, pool? Yeah, well, the gym teacher like, pool?
Yeah.
He's like, nobody said anything to you? So I was like, no, I got my swim trunks. You know, no, I got my accent is strong. So I'm like, yo, man, I'm a swim trunks. You know, I'm gonna jump into the water.
Yeah.
I'm like, jump into the water?
What is this guy talking about?
So you feel me?
Yeah.
So I guess he caught on to what was going on. So he went and looked at, the other teacher was like, yo, he's trying to go to the pool. And I saw them giggling, but I didn't take much time to it. So they were like, yo, you see the ladder right there? You feel what I'm saying? We're about to go up there to go to the pool. If you want, you can go ahead. So the thing, I went to where the ladder was. It's like a steps, but the door is kind of locked. So I was like, yo, let me go. Yo, where do you get the key? So when I look around, there's nobody behind me because it's gym. Now, I've never been inside of the basketball gym before.
Yeah.
So when everybody dipped, I'm like, well, there's everybody. So I'm walking around school looking for the custodian because I was like, I guess I got to get the key. So when I found the custodian, he was like, dog, there ain't no pool here.
Dang.
You feel me? And he escorted me back to the gym. So when I got back to the gym, the class was laughing at me.
I've been pissed.
That's borderline child abuse.
That's wild, man.
Because something could have happened to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a funny experience for me in high school. So that's why I said we all got different challenges in high school. And I'm gonna even take it even deeper because I was culturally different. I mean, I didn't really take to people that easily because, for one, I guess I had Jamaicans. I went to a mixed school, Hispanic and whatnot. So I was Hispanic, so definitely not them. And I guess because when I just got there, I wasn't paying the right people homage. So I really didn't have no friends. And I can say I took to the wrong group. So taking to the wrong group made me get into my first fight within like the first 3 weeks of school, moving from Jamaica. And it's funny, I got into fights with Jamaicans. You feel me? Didn't even know that there were Jamaicans when I got into the fight. You feel me? And it took me, and I mean, I'm gonna say, stand the test of God. I did beat some. You feel me? And I end up being friends with some of those guys later on. But my perspective came, it was like, I had to come here and kind of prove myself to my own people that I'm strong before people would have respected me. So it took a whole nother toll. In high school is when I started getting knowledge that my wife was somewhat here, because during this period, me and my wife kind of separated because she left me in Jamaica. When I came to America, she didn't have any contact with me. We never broke up, but we didn't have any contact. So I did 2 years in high school, and right before my senior year was about to be up, and this is funny story for me. I had a friend who liked this Jamaican girl, and he's like, yo, she's been holding on to this dude that she hasn't seen for a year, and I'm trying to clap her. I'm like, yo, you mean you're trying to clap her? He's like, I'm trying to get that. So I was like, all right, bet, let me get her friend. You feel me? Didn't even know that my wife was sitting here waiting for me again. So that's just to show you, what I mean. And that was when I came up here when I was 17, and that was when I was 19 years old, to show you how things have changed. So I came and went through a whole cycle of things within a whole 2 year period. I went into little gang fights because now me and the Jamaican guys became cool, and now I'm in a little crew, but I'm getting into fights with Hispanics and Black Americans. And depends on where I'm at. I'm fighting with Black Americans against Hispanic, because during those times for me, there was some racial divide there. And I was in Kendall. I'm not sure if you guys know about Kendall. That's middle class, and you got middle class people trying to play gangster, bro. So that was a whole nother thing for me. Yeah. Coming here. Now I want to move to the next person in age, my 17-year-old.
All right. Well, so I say the struggle in life is just trying to figure out what you want to do and succeed towards it.
Yes, I like that.
Just trying to go ahead and push forward to what you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Donald, I think this would have been you, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm not trying to talk about your success. You feel me? The Lord has blessed you.
I don't see the success. It's constant progress, man.
Yeah, well, but look at that, Donald. You talk about constant progress. Look at your journey, and look what he's talking about. Basically, trying to get to.
I would say, man, the number one thing, it's a cliche quote, but trust in the process. There's going to be times where, you do fall back and you do see setbacks, but in the grand scheme of things, as long as you know what that end goal is, I would say go with the little failures, go with the little successes until you reach that end goal.
Got you.
I mean, that's the main thing. You got to keep that motivation, and Lost my train of thought.
No, I mean that'll be a good.
But that's what it really is, man. You got to keep the motivation, and as long as you have the passion for whatever you're doing, stick with that. Regardless of what you might see is gonna make you some quick money, stick with what you really have a passion for.
Right.
That's gonna get you places.
I got you.
Yeah,
Sure.
And I would say this: don't worry about failure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, everybody
definitely.
fails.
well, everybody does fail, but what comes after failure?
Success. Or more failure, depending on how you
Exactly.
you go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you see, you saying that as a 17-year-old is good because a lot of people don't have that option to figure that out. Sometimes it depends on your structure, your way of life. You may be thrown from it. I can use my mom. My mom walked out of her parents' house when she was 16 years old. Never went back. Now, I mean, God bless my mom. My mom learned how to read from reading the Bible. So she didn't really learn how to read. So she just learned trades and stuff like that. And I watched my mom's success story different because she's never been back to her parents' house. Yeah. So she's been on that. And I'm not going to say she was homeless. She wasn't. Because as soon as she walked out of her parents' house, she made sure she got a job. You know what I mean? She stayed with someone else until she got herself on her feet. But she's never been homeless. And as long as I'm here, I ain't going to make sure she's homeless. You know,
Right,
that's a whole other
course.
conversation.
Definitely.
But that journey to success is different. And I'm gonna lie, we've done things and failed. I'm a Phoenix person. You ever know you know anything about the Phoenix?
Nah.
All right, can I dive into Phoenix for a
Go ahead,
second?
go ahead.
Make
Please.
it quick.
I'll make it quick. All right. So the Phoenix is a mythical bird, basically an eagle, right? And what happens is they say an angel's sword got broken during battle, and the tip of it touched the egg of an eagle, which turned the bird into a phoenix. What happens is when that bird grows to fluidity or full size, or gets to its full age, it dies. And then when it dies, it reborns again. But it goes through that rebirth process. And that rebirth process in structure in life is very important. You will find that there's people who have mad success, right?
Oh, you missed the best part though. When it is reborn,
Yes.
it's basically explodes in like fire. So
Yes.
it comes back even stronger than it was before.
Yes.
Got you.
Yep.
Of course.
No, but
That's the best part.
That is the best part. But I want to add another twist to it, Danville. You see, if you can apply that to everything you do in different ways, you'd be surprised because everything you touch is birth. You feel me? What do you do for fun?
Play basketball, work out.
So when you play basketball and work out, right?
Mm-hmm.
You remember the first time you touched the ball?
Yeah, I was horrible.
You're horrible.
I remember that. I remember my first game. I was in game and someone was shooting a free throw, and I thought that they were just trying to like shoot like the shot. So I like came up and I blocked his free throw, and everybody just sat there and just bust out laughing at me. The coach pulled me out the game and everything. I was embarrassed.
I can imagine. He just run up on me and swat his stuff, right?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, Trevor. You almost had edited me a little while ago.
Hey, you got it. Sometimes you gotta do that, man. And another thing I missed out, man, is a major thing is that anytime you have an idea, anytime you just feel like you need to do something, just do it. Like that's the best advice I've ever gotten from an elder is that like, you know, you have a business idea, you have this, that, and third, just do it. Like don't sit on it, don't let it linger, just go for it because that's your idea. That's something that was provided to you that you gotta take and go with, man.
Right. Got you.
I try to give my input from it because I ain't gonna lie, Trevor, you're a little bit more on a different side because you're a little bit more reserved. You know, so based on your reservedness, your experience was different from me and Donville. And I definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I was exposed to my passion young with audio and music, and I had a lot of failures because a lot of times I was brought to situations that dealing with music, and I had no idea what is possible. I didn't know it was gonna happen. Like one time I was brought to the studio and I didn't know what none of those buttons do. I don't know what a DAW was. I don't know what press record what. I just know it on press record on a VHS. That's it. Boom.
Yeah.
That's it. But then God got me to a place where I was able to go to Full Sail University, gain knowledge, maybe like a very expensive bill, but still I gained knowledge of recording and editing and And also, I grew up DJing too. So I grew up behind turntables. I grew up behind holding 45s and LPs.
Wait,
And
question, Trev. Do you think they know what a 45 is?
no, not at all. 45 is not a gun.
It's like, 4-5s.
You know what a 45 is?
It's like a boombox. What is it?
Nope. No.
All right, Trevor.
45. Well, first LP is one of those big
The vinyl
records,
joints.
right? A 45 is, I think, basically that's how much inches it is, but it's basically the small one, and they have to put an adapter because usually the bigger ones, they're skinny inside the center, but the smaller ones is way wider, so it has to be an adapter. And it's usually when I was exposed to them, it's for like different DJs who's doing shout outs towards the main DJ or the artist doing shout outs to the main DJ called dubplate. Gotta sit there and listen and wait for it to be printed. The 90s sucked, okay?
Yes, it did. Believe me.
Yeah, it did suck. It's like,
Well, it's sucked based on where we're at now. But still.
Yeah, compare, because say we're recording right now. This will be done, edited in 30 minutes. Or
Yeah.
Right? Like, so it's a big difference. But I came from where mixtapes was legit mixtapes. I was like one of the only kids in elementary and middle school that was walking around with a Walkman that wasn't stolen, and I was not using some records from the store. I was actually
custom joint.
making my own mixes, and when I go home, instead of sell drugs, get into the gang life, which was not even 2 feet away. It was right across the street from me.
Yeah.
And people that I'm associated with was well protecting on that block. So I was well involved without being involved. So I could have gone a certain way, but they said, no, you good with the music, dude. Like, continue on. So I stayed home. I made a bunch of mixtapes. Then I keep on redoing it before that Friday when a bunch of my cousins used to come over, used to play Super Mario Brothers or Mega Man X or whatever on the Super Nintendo, and we just
The good old days, boy.
and I just click play on the boombox, and one of my most passionate things back then was to get the reaction to say, "Dang, who made this?"
Yeah.
Like, that was me.
That's
my
me.
guy.
Almost edited yourself.
Yeah, I was at the edit because I wanted to say the other word. But like, yeah, so that's what passion got me.
Yes.
And passion still is growing because I'm a monster DJ, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Equipment kind of low, but whatever. I don't need equipment. I rocked a party with an MP3 player and rocked it.
Rocked it.
Yeah. So it's like, it's passion, but my passion behind it is very strong. So as I agree with what everyone's saying, follow that passion.
Yeah.
Follow what that dream is, because you will get far, very far.
And I would say, don't be like another thing that you realize at the end of the day, most people don't know what they're talking about.
Right.
That's just straight up facts. So if you're in a room and you think that, oh man, I'm not gonna say nothing because this person they're older than me, they know more than me. Yo, throw it out the window.
Right.
Everybody doesn't have it all together. That's number one.
I get told that all the time.
Yeah, it's true, man.
A whole bunch of old people always tell me, I learn from you sometimes.
Yeah, because we need that voice, man. We need everybody's voice at the table, you know?
Yeah.
That's real.
And I say that because I've worked with older people than me, and they've been looking at me like, "Oh, you're the young guy, man. Like, you should take this and do so much more better." And I'm like, "Yo, I'm kind of getting up there too, bro." Like, oh,
Yeah.
like, whoa, you feel me? But it's like, the fact that you see someone, especially I'm looking at you guys younger than me, and the thought would come to my head as we're going through this process now is like, man, I wish what I know now I knew then. Because it would have been another conversation. And I'll tell you something crazy. I know we be talking and information will go in and out. You know, it's all about how you retain stuff and how you use it. Those are very, very big things. Now, my 18-year-old
Just graduated.
freshly. Now, I want to. This is big for me. How do you feel with the world? I mean, as an 18-year-old. What you see that's going on in the world right now, LJ?
I don't know what to expect. Like I don't.
It's a good thing you know what to expect. Life crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. When I graduated high school, I didn't know what to do. I remember going home, my mom looked at me and was like, "Well, you say you're not ready to go to college yet, so what you gonna do?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna try to get a job." And then a friend of hers who actually sold DirecTV was like, "Hey, you want a job?" And I was like, "Okay, cool. What do I do?" Because it's my first real job.
First job.
So he was like, "All you do is just put this T-shirt on, and we're gonna go knocking on doors."
Like, okay, that's the experience.
That's the experience. Let's go. So we're gonna start knocking on the door, and then when we went in there, he started talking. Started telling, "Well, we sell DirecTV and packages." The biggest curiosity to me was like, "How do I get paid?" Mm-hmm. Because I was like, "I need to make money out of this, and how much am I getting paid?" And
how do I catch my check?
Right?
Money.
So he gave me this one. He gave me this thing. He's like, "Look, for every house that we knock on, and someone signs up for a package, like DirecTV, you make $50." I was like, "Okay, that's cool," because I felt like when we're knocking on the doors to go inside, the package sold itself. Oh, it's a DirecTV. Me coming from islands, DirecTV is supposed to be that good because at first that was only a rich people thing to have DirecTV, satellite dish, right? So I was like, all right, So we went to the hood. Never understand why I went to the hood. I guess that's when you learn that sometimes that's where the best because people want that new opportunity, that new thing, but they can't afford it. But, that's something you learn later on in life. So we went through there and we knocked on every door. I almost got shot a couple of times. I was like, DirecTV. DirecTV, look. You feel me?
Were you wearing all blue?
Yo, it was blue and white. Yeah, but the shirt was mostly white. And at first, the first day we went there, I went and I made $100 and I felt good. Then I didn't make no more money for like 2 weeks.
Dang.
Because every door that we knocked on, no one wanted to buy anything. Because my job was to just knock on the door and my dude talk. I was like, man, I can't do this for too long. So I was like, let me see this paper. So I took the paper and took a little bit of notion about DirecTV. I forgot what the name of the guy was who's the owner. So I talked about the owner, and what made him thrive to start a business at DirecTV. And so I actually reworded because I was telling him what he's trying to do is give minorities the opportunity to take advantage that some of the rich folks are using at a lower price. And it worked. And that's how I realized that I was pretty good at selling. I mean, sure, y'all know this part already.
Oh yeah, you could sell an ant to an
ant to an anthill. But and
say, no, what we do need another.
Yeah, we need an extra one. And I ain't gonna lie, it did leave a small stigma on me because other than from other jobs I've done in the later years, for some reason I always find myself around a sales position. Like after that, I mean, I worked in the kitchen, I worked in the restaurant, but I was in there. And then because I took a liking to what I did, whenever they had owners come over from different business, they'll bring them to the kitchen and I'll give them like a demonstration of what I'll make, and I like to do design. So they have all these little arts and crafts stuff. Like, if I'm making dumplings or whatnot, I can take like a star and print it out and then boil the dumpling and it look like a star and, or fry it or little things like that. So I was doing that for a period of time, and then they turned into a whole experiment where they opened up the kitchen and people was just there watching me and everybody cooked. They just came there for that. So that was like me selling food, really, when I was not selling food because people just want to see us do the crafting thing. After that, I became a phone salesman, which was lucrative when it needed to be. Made like about $600 a week just by selling stuff over the phone to people I never knew. So mail enhancements. That's a whole other conversation.
Ooh, I know all about that. In Orlando, I used to do sales over the phone.
Yeah.
For telemarketing. It was a tough job, but first few paychecks you get, you're like, oh my goodness, you can make something.
Yeah. But when you realize what you're selling people, because they're trying to let you believe in a product you're selling, just like DirecTV, right? But it's just for them to get an upper hand. It never really gives you what it really promises, because I'm gonna go to people I used to sell people who's diabetic, and I tell them straight up, the medication you want to get in about 2 months, you ain't gonna be diabetic no more. Right?
They believe it too.
Yeah, yes, they do. And the same thing with girls and guys for the male enhancement supplements, because you have You have wives that call in because their husband is not doing something, and then guys call in because they're not doing something, and you have to tailor to them. And when the end of the day, they don't work. And what these companies do, they normally just rebrand their product. It's the same thing that's inside of it. They just change the logo, change the company name, and they sell it to you again.
It's a placebo.
It's placebo.
It's like,
So I understand what you say. You don't know what to go. What my advice would be towards you for that is take your time.
yeah. And I would say a good thing that you mentioned, Sin, was that you at that direct TV job, you went to the manager.
No, it wasn't the manager. It was just.
Was it the owner?
No, it was just me and two other guys. They picked me up in a truck, Downville, in a truck.
Yeah, but the dude that you asked about why he's doing it, that was the owner, right?
No, it was just the guy who showed it to me first.
Okay, so that person. But
Yeah.
the point I'm getting to is that you always want to have some type of mentor, and that's why I messed up. Like I had the passion. I've been working on computers since I was like, oh my gosh, like probably 7 years old. You know, that was unheard of. Like in Brooklyn, New York, a kid with a computer. Like I had my own computer that I would do whatever with, you know. And my parents kind of just fueled that passion in me. So it was easy to know what I wanted to do, but the path to get there was just cloudy because I had no mentorship. I had no guidance. Like, yeah, my parents, they knew they could buy me a computer, but they couldn't get me the connections or get me into the right school or get me to the right classes, programs, all that to really flourish in that. So that's where a mentor needs to come in and and mentorship is not really like a formal thing. It could be informal where you're just having lunch with someone that works in that industry, just so you can get an idea of what it's like. You know, even if it's something that you might not know that you want to do, you just want to get an idea of what it's like. Talk to somebody, have lunch with them, hit them up on LinkedIn, like hit them up on Instagram. You know, any social media it's an insane communication tool that you guys should really be taking advantage of. So if you can connect with people that are doing something that you think that you might want to do, that's great, man. That's mentorship, you know.
All right, no,
Hold up.
Go on now.
So a question I want to ask
Yes.
is that, you know, we go into tech. I'm the technology guy, okay? So this generation is like the first generation where you guys grew up with the internet. Like
No dialogue.
we knew of a time where we had to go outside. There was no such thing as the internet. No internet. Think about that. And then I remember the first time I got on the internet. This must have been like 94 maybe.
Dog, damn, you were
So,
ahead of the game, bro.
Yeah, that was like AOL dial-up, just doing like a research project, and I was using my cousin's computer, and like there was just the AOL homepage, and that was like it. Like you had to click links. There was no www. Whatever. There was just clicking links, and you get to like a website you could do your research. But you guys grew up with the internet, so from that perspective, what is life like to you guys? I mean,
in my opinion,
Yes.
because I know my sister, she grew up somewhat like that, but I wouldn't say 100% like that.
yeah,
And like, I'd say it's a lot easier because we have more resources, like you say, where like we could just go online and look up what we want to look up. Like if we have a research on the human body, instead of going all the way to a library to get a book on the human body, you could just look it up and have all kinds of resources in front of you right then and there. So in my opinion, it's a lot easier.
Yo, that is crazy because you're talking about getting resources. I remember for me to get resources, I had to buy a disc called the Encyclopedia. I forgot what it's
I remember the book set. Yeah. It was like a 30 book set of the encyclopedia.
It was on disc, right? We're not because I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
When I got introduced to computers first, it was never on like the floppy drive. I went back to floppy, and that was because I had a friend called Leroy. Shout out to Leroy. Leroy got me to computers, Donville.
Yeah.
But I got into computers around 97, right when Windows 98 came out. My little cousin was on the computers before I was. All right, shout out to Denise because she was the one who I saw on the computer, and I was like, "Yo, they put you on the cool stuff," because that's what I knew it was. Right, it was the cool stuff. And for me to get there before DOS, right? To know what DOS. Do you guys know what DOS is?
Nah.
That's like command line. So basically, before Windows, there was DOS, and that's straight up command line. You had to know your commands. Like actually, that was my first computer. It wasn't even DOS. It was before DOS. And it basically had commands where you could do like a help, and you could get all the commands, and you could just like mess around with the commands, do different things. one of the commands I used was format. I ended up formatting like a hard drive. We had to go to Radio Shack, reinstall everything.
Yeah, C-code.
But everything had to be commands. You had to type out everything. You had to know all the commands, all the attributes connected to commands.
Yes.
So yeah, it wasn't something you just go on to because you wanted to have fun. It was like something that you really had to
know,
learn and experience.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So you see how he's saying that. So the experience for me was a little bit different, and I actually, when I mean go back, because I learned the basic stuff. Like I know how to click, and you guys got like internet speed. That's crazy. Like I grew up with the most basic dial-up ever. And when I said the basic, it was a friend, because now I'm gonna say it like this: only rich people where I grew up had internet. And
you in Jamaica?
No, yes,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
no, and it was, and if I tell you how I got it, if I tell you how I got it, it was crazy. There was a company called Quartz, and I'm not sure if Quartz is still open, right?
I know Quartz.
You know Quartz. They're still open furniture store.
They never closed.
Well, I'm gonna say shout out to their internet. I had their.
It's like the rent. It's not even a rent center of Jamaica. It's just like
It's a furniture store.
Yeah, well, they do TVs. They do everything. That's the thing about Quartz. They have like
a Best Buy?
every they have
like a Best Buy.
TVs, sound system, furniture. It's really like a rent a center.
I don't know if you can rent stuff from it now. I know
Yeah,
back
you
in
just
the
can't
day,
rent stuff,
yeah,
but
you
like
can
the
buy it.
stuff they have in there is like
So the
same stuff from rent to
guy
center.
who worked for this company in Donville, he was like you in the sense that he was the guy who was doing their technical stuff.
Yeah.
So they gave him dial-up, and he was like, "Look, when my mom bought me my first computer, Windows 98, he came over and he was like, you can only use this at 11 p.m. at night."
Yes, that was the thing back in the day, because you could actually share your username, password, and they had like a phone number that you would dial into from your computer, and they'll connect. So if you shared like your username, password, and the phone number with somebody else, they can use it, but you can't be on at the same time.
So it's like playing Xbox using someone else's account.
Exactly.
Yes. And using a distance. So what happened is, now this is for business purposes, right? And
nice connection.
Right.
No, it wasn't nice, but it was the fact that I had it at home.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, Trevor, you may have to edit me for this part.
We know what you did with us, Ian. You don't gotta tell us. You don't gotta tell us. We know what you did at 11 o'clock at night with a dial-up connection.
Hold on.
You don't gotta tell us. You don't explain to us.
Stop.
We all was
We
there.
good.
No, I wasn't even gonna go there. I'm gonna tell you guys. Look, I was a Dragon Ball Z fan. Hold on.
I was just watching Dragon Ball Super Broly. Oh my goodness.
You know how long it took to download Dragon Ball Z episode?
I'm happy.
You was probably watching clips
at 11 o'clock at night, which y'all know.
Yo, the internet was so slow.
That was straight porn.
Yo, the internet was so slow. You had to download like 30-second video clips.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's all you could get, man.
So I'm gonna keep it real. There's hotmail.com, right?
Yeah.
There's hotmail.com. So I didn't know the difference. So I got in trouble for that one.
You got caught up on that one.
They caught me at that one. And I was doing the whole Dragon Ball Z thing. So what happened is, I didn't understand the computer had storage, and the storage could get full, and I was gonna overuse it. So I was sitting there downloading and back in those days, everything was in kilobytes, right? I'm not sure if you know how kilobytes is like a cell phone right now, but back in those days, kilobytes was a lot. And I would download these little small clips of Dragon Ball Z, and there's sometimes it's basically the same clips in like little longer versions and different. And I wouldn't delete them, so I ended up crashing the computer.
Dang.
And did not know what to do. So Leroy had to come over. He basically reformatted the hard drive, and we started back from scratch.
Yeah.
But based on that, that's how I got into computers, because after Hotmail, right, I crashed my computer again. So I had to learn how to fix it myself that time. And he didn't give me Windows 98. He basically gave me Windows 95, and he gave it to me on floppy disk this time. Because now he was like, I'm gonna teach you how to do some stuff with computers, and that's how Donville.
Yeah.
I got into computers, and I got into DOS. Jumping some batch files and stuff like that. And my journey there was a little bit different. And Trevor talked something about passion, which is crazy. My passion is not as deep as Donville, because Donville has some earlier breadcrumbs, but it led me to where I'm at right now. I like Trevor. I love my video games and stuff like that. Hopefully,
professional gamer. Like,
they don't know.
They don't know yet. Like,
well, no,
I'm telling you,
you have to
It
play.
really should be a professional gamer.
play against me to understand.
What games do you play?
What games?
What games you guys play?
I play Fortnite, Black Ops, 2K.
All right, I'm good at 2K and Black Ops. Let me ask you.
I'll smack you in 2K.
Okay.
I'll smack you in 2K.
You probably will. I'm gonna leave you alone on that one. Let me ask you. You play Black Ops. What you consider KD on Black Ops?
I mean, Black Ops 2, last time I played it, it was a 1.39, I believe.
You will die in front of me.
Quick scopes?
No, I don't have to quick scope you.
I'm sorry, I only do quick
No,
scope.
I play with an assault rifle and I maintain a 2.5 KDR.
But-
I've been doing that for years. I've been invited to Vegas 3 times for Call of Duty. Believe me.
Oh, yeah.
Gamers is a whole other conversation. But what I was saying, and if you play fighting games, I do 100 hit combos off the rip.
I haven't done, like, fighting games. When I do, I just button mash. I'm not gonna lie.
You don't want the button mashing for you. You will die with button mashing.
Your wife might say something else.
Yeah, my wife play it.
Your wife will clean you up button mashing.
Yeah, but I'm very intuitive. Even to this day, I still play. When you talk about some of the top fighting games, especially Dragon Ball Z, Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter,
Classic.
Mortal Kombat.
Soul Calibur.
Calibur.
I saw you just desecrate this whole room of young people. They were trying to say, "Oh yeah, we could play it, man."
No,
yeah,
it's a wrap.
It was like, "Oh okay, all right."
Well,
so he just learned the first match.
Well, it's not fair. I told them just let me learn the buttons.
Yeah.
But that's a whole other conversation.
Give me a sec.
No, I'm very good at stuff like just like Donville says. But this is one of the reasons why I like where this episode is going.
Yeah,
is because we all got different things we see in the younger generation. That if we could be a farmer, I'm gonna use this as a metaphor, right? Mm-hmm. Yo, till that soil and plant some better seeds. Not saying our seeds didn't grow pretty good, but help it to grow better. I want to do that. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Yeah. I want to motivate you guys to say the first thing both of these guys have is passion in what they do. You know what I mean? Trevor talks about what he does to this day is what he's doing now from a young man, from about 6-7 years old. Yeah. You see that? I want you to look at the trend. 6-7 years old. Yeah. He's a musician. He loves music. No matter what. When I need music, or when I need what's a new artist, what's a new vibe, what's a new flair, Trevor. Even when this whole Afro stuff was coming on, Trevor was like, "Yo, Afro's about to take over," and it was just okay. Now look at it now.
Like 2 years ahead.
Yeah,
killing it.
Trevor gave me Drake before the world had Drake.
Yeah.
Trevor gave me Kendrick before the world had Kendrick. But I'm just gonna. That's just his love for his passion. Now I'm looking at Donville. Now Donville, can I say what you do?
You can say what I do.
For a second. Well, I can say Donville is the most technical person because the way what he does with his technical is where God has blessed him. Like Donville can take this thing apart and put it back together and have it up and running in any way possible, form or shape. That's just Donville. Without a blink of an eye. I may have to call him and be like, "Yo, dog, you finished it?" Well, I'm busy. I'm doing something else, but that's Donville, and that's what his passion does. You know, unfortunate for me, I can say I think the Lord has blessed me with a great combination because I love music, not as much as Trevor, but I can say close enough. And I'm not as technically savvy as Donville. I can do the same thing, but not to the same length he may go. But I can take it apart and put it back together. But one thing I would like to tell you as a young man is try to learn from each other. As when I was young, I wasn't doing that. I think I was more stuck in my own ways. I was so scared to be like, "Yo, this person is smart. I can learn from him." Or that person is smart. I was like, "Yo, if he's smart, I'm smarter." You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, so I want to. That's one thing I want to do is give you guys that, learn how to share. Now, let me ask you, LG, what's your passion?
I love to play soccer. I love to watch it.
Love to play it. So why you call it soccer, dog?
I grew up here.
Oh.
Boo.
Well,
everybody plays soccer.
Yeah, I play soccer. Well, I love football, you know, and not the American football where you throw with your hand. Right? That's a whole. I don't understand that. I think I understand rugby, holding a conversation.
Rugby.
I want to get into that though.
Oh, rugby is fun.
Yo, because I watched some clips of it. And I'm like, yo, y'all monsters out there.
Yeah. Oh my goodness,
those are giant.
I used to play rugby back in middle school, and it was just like, yo, let's play for fun in the YMCA. Let's just play. Wow. Like they called it rap to the ground because they didn't want to say tackle around everybody else and then shut it down. So it was rap to the ground, but really it was you getting trucked if you're not playing and you're not paying attention. You done. You getting put right down in your butt. I promise.
Wow. Now I want to go back to my soccer/football player over here. Let me ask you, what's your favorite player, or who is your favorite player? Let me say something.
DeAndre Yedlin.
What team does he play for?
He plays for Newcastle.
Oh, so you're like English Premier League.
Yeah, but he's American.
He's American, but
Yes.
he played. That is surprising. So you didn't jump on the hype or the bandwagon. No Cristiano Ronaldo or anybody like that, right?
I like him, but like I prefer DeAndre Yedlin more.
And why would you say that?
He's a more exciting player to watch to me. You know, seeing someone come from America that's able to compete with the European teams when people say Americans, you know, they can't play overseas because, you know, we're so much better.
Yeah.
When we have the same academies, we have the same come up. We can develop players just like you can, and he's proving that.
Oh, nice. Is there academies in the United States of America that you said develop football, soccer players?
Oh yeah, like FC Dallas is a pretty good one. I don't know if it's world renowned, but they produce a couple good ones, and they compete overseas in some tournaments.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you the reason why I asked that. Someone told me that Germany has like colleges that basically just focuses on football or soccer. Is that true?
Yeah, so does Barcelona. You know, La Masia.
Yeah.
It's just strictly soccer. I think they wake up, they train, they go to school, train again, and they repeat it day after day. And they take kids from like 6 and 7, and they just go up through that process in Barcelona.
You see, I'm happy you're saying that because those are things, especially as an island person, I wish that could be widely spoken of. It's not just limited to only one country or one type of sport. I look at Jamaican track and field. I'm a big track and field fanatic, you know, and I would love to hope that the same infrastructure is based on how you're talking about, because for us Jamaicans in track and field, we're like, okay, people say we're good, right? But we're like, if we had the same infrastructure the United States have, same resources, we would have been monsters. But we don't have that. And then look at us now on the world spectrum with that limited resources to up to this day. Now you're talking about an American player who used to say don't have the infrastructure, because soccer is not widely celebrated in America. I mean, you have people who like it. You feel me? But you have to be a fan to really pay attention to. Do you watch that Orlando? What's it called?
Orlando City.
Lions. Is it Lions?
It's just Orlando City.
Yeah, Orlando City. They are Lions though.
They're Lions?
And then they got the Orlando City Pride.
Oh. Oh, it's a lion in the prize. I liked it.
Yeah.
I like the United States soccer, I guess, league you would call it.
MLS?
The women's, though.
Yeah, the women's.
I'm not talking about the. I'm talking about like the small leagues, like Orlando City.
Yeah.
I think it's cool to watch it because it's like enjoyable, but it's not super competitive where like people want to kill you over their team. Like I can still watch it, have fun, have a conversation with somebody about it without getting too serious.
Well,
you know?
for me growing up, MSL, Major League Soccer, was actually considered a retirement league. That's how in Jamaica we follow football heavily. Yeah. That's how we kind of looked at it, because that's the reason why I was messing with you earlier when I was talking about Kaka, right? Because
that's my guy.
That's your guy. Well, that's good. But I'm saying when they come to this side of the world, it's like this is the last leg. This is my last paychecks.
I'm gonna chill.
Yeah, I'm gonna chill.
Have fun.
You feel me?
Oh, definitely.
Is that ever with Beckham?
Yeah.
No,
Beckham, isn't he Beckham
went
ownership now?
He went back to PSG. He retired there.
Did
he? Oh, okay.
I didn't know he retired in PSG.
He played 1 year at PSG.
Yo, how mad you feel about that?
I don't know.
That would have been a good conversation. I can wait to see the English boys have them one. Oh, so Beckham retired at PSG, huh? That's a good one. He didn't even come back to Man U? Wear that jersey for the last time. They wouldn't even let him come back.
They probably didn't want to let him come back. That's what it was. Like, man, if we get your old butt out of here.
Hey, no, but he's not even that. It's like I want you. It's like basketball too. You know, they come with revenue, so it's like you let him go. It's freeing up that contract space for you to sign something big. Yeah. I forgot who they signed after him, because he played midfield, just to make sure, right?
Yeah.
What position you play?
Left mid.
Left mid. You use both legs?
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, sort of.
Sort of?
Left one, sort of. Yeah.
So, all right, next question. Would you take a shot at that left?
Yeah. I can curl it somewhat.
You can curl it somewhat. That's a lot, because most people can't even curl it, period. He added somewhat to it.
I can't get no power off of it, but I mean, like, I can place it.
Nice.
That's nice. Now I know you're the basketball person.
Yes, I love basketball.
So, Max, do you play basketball just for fun, or you have a little team thing going on?
No, I actually played varsity in Orlando.
Nice.
Right now?
Yes.
That's awesome, bro.
I was living in Orlando. I was playing varsity.
What position you play?
Point guard, shooting guard.
Point guard, shooting guard. How tall are you?
5'7".
And you play shooting guard?
Yeah, I mean, I could shoot pretty well.
I know. I feel you because I see Klay Thompson doing it. I feel Klay Thompson is still short for a shooting guard.
Yeah.
He's 6'5", 6'6". That's pretty short because like there's point guards now that are 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, point exactly what. Because Steph is what, 6'2"?
Steph is 6'4".
Steph is 6'4"?
Well, just a little under 6'4". He's 6'3" and some change.
Man, me and Steph on the same height.
Dang.
Nice to know. It's a good conversation. I may have to lose this weight, boy, so I can
Help the Warriors out of
Yeah, gave me hope. All right, so let's pick your big. We're in the off season right now, right? So we're gonna jump around for a little bit. What do you think about this whole fact that a lot of people saying I'm gonna mess with Downhill for this one? That the only reason why the Raptors won is because Golden State was weak.
They were weak. I'm not even gonna lie. They were weak at the time. They had 2 injured players.
Yeah.
But I give it.
with you, man. Don't feed into it. You don't have to answer this question.
I give it to the Raptors, though. I give it to the Raptors because they did play their heart out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Golden State didn't have their full team.
So you say it's tainted for Kawhi Leonard?
I mean,
What? No.
I just want to search for a little bit with that one. All right, so let me leave the Raptors alone. But Donald, just so you know, they're talking that Kawhi may not re-sign with the Raptors. So let's
I
see.
bet said that.
He should have.
I wanted to go to the Lakers, to be honest.
To do what?
To win with LeBron, my man.
mean,
That's my guy.
All right. What?
I wouldn't feel that Kawhi would be good at the Lakers because at the same time, LeBron and Kawhi are both small forwards. So both of them, either one of them are going to have to play a different position, and they're not going to be proud. Like, they're not going to be satisfied with. If they think about it and they're thinking smart, they're going to want to go somewhere where they could build themselves more. Because Kawhi is still young. LeBron, he's at his end. So LeBron, he's good where he's at. But Kawhi could jump around right now until he finds the right place where he wants to retire and be that type of leader where when he retires, he wants to be a leader. And basically, like, when he's going, where he's going in life is like he wants to keep on succeeding. He wants to keep on growing more championships because this is his second championship. First one on the West. He already has one on the East. He could keep on going and find the right young core where he could lead them to being champions just like him.
So why not stay with the Raptors? I mean, that's still a good team.
No, well, I'm going to play devil's
wants to
advocate
do
in
that.
that one, Downhill. Why don't he go to the Clippers?
I mean, like, we're talking about him being this leader role. He's kind of already proved him.
Yeah.
I know, but like
Toronto,
with the
why not just
Raptors,
stay?
with the Raptors, he you could tell he doesn't like the Raptors. Like, you could tell he doesn't like where he's being. They're like all like whenever people post about him on social media, and like with the Raptors, you could tell he doesn't want to be in that area.
But I thought that was Kawhi's like personality. Just in
That
general,
is his
'cause he's always
personality?
kind of been like that. Just kind of just
Well, I'm going to tell you.
non-emotional.
He's always been like that, but you could tell with the Spurs, he had that relationship with them, where he was like more open and more outgoing with them.
I feel you on that.
Well, I feel like he may go to the Clippers. I'm going to tell you why. His whole
What's the
family's
Clipper
over there.
guy thing?
No, it's not.
Is it
Well,
a team or is it just a location?
Well, it's the location
It's
and the
the
team.
location,
Right
really.
now, you guys understand who Jerry West is. I mean,
yeah.
So Jerry West is who runs the Clippers now. So based on Jerry West as an asset of everything he's touched basketball wise, I think it will be a great look for Kawhi. The money will be there, and you get the offside of it. And I think that's what LeBron kind of enjoyed why he stayed in Cleveland for the other period, even after he left, because it's home.
Yeah.
You feel me? If you get to sit at home and get paid the proper money you're looking for, why not?
And get the love from the city that you grew up in. That's
Yeah.
that's huge. That's a
That's
lot.
huge.
That's worth a lot.
Now, if he stays at the Raptors, he's ring chasing. At this point,
I wouldn't say that necessarily.
that's what it would have been. It'd be ring chasing.
Nah, I wouldn't call it that.
I mean, I feel if he stays with the Raptors, what he's gonna do is he's probably gonna try to get that chemistry where he's able to chase more rings.
Yeah.
But if he leaves the next season, it's because he doesn't have that chemistry with them.
Well, I don't know. Gasol has contract ends next year, so if he does go for
I'm surprised he don't retire.
No, man.
Marc Gasol?
He ain't gonna
Marc
retire.
Gasol, I say he got another
good.
3 years.
Yeah.
in him.
Yeah?
I say another 3.
And
Because he's been in it for a minute.
And sure, it's not that. You know what comes after this? The big three. That's where they go after this point.
Yo, don't hate on the big three, man.
Nah, I heard something about Carmelo retiring and going into the big three.
Oh man, see, like, gosh.
Is he?
Carmelo's up there. He's what, 33, 34?
I feel like Carmelo just get an honorary championship. Like, somebody help my man's out. Like, come on, man.
I think
Jeremy Lin got a
Trevor, I was going to bring it up. The biggest shade that they throw, they have a picture where Carmelo is that big in the front. And they did it back. They're like, some say he would never did it.
You know what's sad? I didn't even know Jeremy Lin was still in the league.
Yo, we was talking about that last week. We were like, yo, who knew that Jeremy Lin was even on the Raptors?
That's what I'm saying. I remember when Jeremy Lin was undrafted and everybody loved him because Lin's sanity. Like,
yeah,
I remember that. And like, it's just like, now, who's Jeremy Lin?
Exactly.
Who is that? Never heard.
Like 1-2 seasons he was on fire. Then it's just like, all right.
Yeah, like a whole bunch of people were talking to me one time about NBA draft bust, and someone brought up Anthony Bennett. I was like, "Is that a doctor? Like, who is that?"
I'm like, who is that?
All right. Let's play devil's advocate again.
Dang.
Would you say is your favorite basketball team era-wise overall?
Overall, even though I never watched 96 Bulls. Because I've heard and I've seen highlights.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna hope you to say something else because I was gonna go because I'm a Bulls fanatic. That's my team. Overall, I've been watching these little debates and they're talking about based on how the shooters Golden State has and uninjured version. I want to make sure that everyone.
Okay.
I want to throw that one.
We're talking 2K stats now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, definitely 2K stats. Right. They were basically saying, and this was a big question. If the Golden State Warriors at full health would be able to beat the Bulls, and
nah,
yeah, that's
they're too soft.
Type of game,
they're too soft.
It is. This true. Because my thing is, I was like, look, for one, they would have never even been able to go to the Pistons, the bad boy Pistons of the '80s. They would have never been able to survive that.
Survive the Suns.
Yeah. Charles would have killed him in there. Charles would have killed him in there. And even during Kobe and Shaq's
the Utah Jazz.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You see, that's the thing I hate about nowadays basketball because, like, even like now in high school, someone like they'll give you a little tap and it'll be a foul, and like I'm just here, like I'll play on the black courts on the blacktop, and I'll sit there, I'll get thrown on the floor and everything, and won't even call a foul because what's the point? I'm just trying to play the game. I'm not trying to stop the game. And like I can honestly say about like the old era, it was more basketball instead of less calls.
Right.
And like it was like someone could get elbowed in the face and they'll still be playing. Like I seen a video.
Vicious.
Like I seen a video that it was, I believe, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar came up and just punched someone in the face because he pushed him, and like they still kept on playing.
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, those physicalities are still going on today.
Happened in Big Three this past weekend.
I sure know I was going to mention that one.
What was it? What's his name? Josh Smith versus I don't know the other guy's name. What?
You based like a boxing match.
He took the mask off.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I'm gonna say this. There's different things. Yes, we know the fouling system back then was a little bit loose, and I want to use the word loose, but I feel like the way they did it too tight. For one, even though they tighten up in a foul, they should have never took hand check away. Like it's like if I'm playing defense, they don't want me to use my hand and kind of put that space in between. Now it's like if you're playing defense and the offensive player swats your hands away, it's not even a foul now. Yeah. You actually could move your hand out the way and push you, which I back in the day was actually considered an offensive foul based on how physical the game was. So they took some stuff away to add more stuff, and I felt like it did soften the game out. So yes, we're in a shooting league. I think my question would be the reason why, and it wasn't physicality, because I think the Bulls would have won based on how the league is based now.
Of course, because they're more fast paced.
Yes,
and like the league now is more slow paced and trying to get an open shot. With the Bulls back in the day, what they did was they passed around the rock and they got to the hole. They weren't on the perimeter where everybody's on the perimeter, even the center, sitting there trying to shoot a three.
Yep.
Can you imagine what Jordan would be like in this era?
And that's true.
Jordan would have killed.
Yeah, 50 points a game. Bro.
It's true because like even nowadays, even with all the the fouls and all that stuff nowadays, they scored more points back in the day.
Yeah.
Because of the speed of the game.
Yes.
You know? You have actually lower scoring point games nowadays.
Yeah, like the average now is what 110 points.
Not even. It's actually,
that's like
it's even lower.
That's a really high.
Yeah,
scoring
it's
game.
even lower.
It's 90 average, and that's not even. That's just because I watch a lot of basketball analysis, and they were talking about that. I think Skip Bayless was talking about it. He was saying in his day, you had to have a passion for the game, and it's funny because we keep going to the word passion. I like that. I'm keeping that one. Is that the passion has changed? I think more athletes are caught up in the check.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong.
Checks are big and nice.
The checks are big and nice, but that's the reason why Jordan didn't come back for a four-peat with Chicago, because he wanted $40 million, and they were kind of saying no, really. And in that period, there was players wasn't really trying to get that based on what his contract was going to offer.
Yeah.
So it was like, nah, basically after I went, and it was over a period of time. He was like, you know what? I'm going to retirement for what the Jordan brand is doing right now. I can take it. And then look what Shaq got out of it after all that.
Yeah.
You see what Shaq got for the Lakers after Jordan left? Mm-hmm. That was something crazy. Shaq got like $110 million.
Mm-hmm. I seen a documentary about that because I'm from Orlando. I love Orlando, and so like
so is my mother. But
so like so like I love the Magic.
I'll tell you guys why in a minute.
I love the Magic, and like I've been to many games, and like I watched a documentary about Penny Hardaway and Shaq and their relationship, and it was like when Shaq left, that's when Penny started going downhill.
Yes.
And then that's when he got injured, and then that's when he stopped playing.
Oh, yeah.
Because Shaq was basically his glue. Shaq is who basically, he said, I want Penny Hardaway here with me because I need a point guard to work with me. Not another big man, I need a point guard. Mm-hmm. And so that's when, I believe it was Alonzo Mourning, that they drafted him, but then they traded him for Penny Hardaway.
Well, I'm going to put a little correction to that story. Yes and no, but what happened, the Alonzo Mourning part is that Miami gave Alonzo $80 million. And that's when Shaq was like, if Magic is not going to sign me for more than that, when they're telling me they can't pay big guys this much. And he's like, not to throw no shade or disrespecting Alonzo Mourning. He was like, I'm a better center than him.
Of course, Shaq was one of the best centers I've ever seen play in highlights and everything.
Now, I'm going to tell you why my mom likes the Magics. Penny Hardaway looks just like my brother.
Oh, right.
So, when my brother passed away in 93, I mean, my mom held on to Penny like his whole career. She watched down to his retirement. And I mean, she even go on YouTube sometimes, and I don't like to bring it up because I see her, like she goes and watch it, and I post this like a reminder because he passed away in June 1st, and this is my birth month, so it kind of that's not to bring it up. So she's been looking at pictures, so I call her like 2 days ago, like googling Penny Hardaway, and then she's on YouTube watching videos of him play ball. So when she heard about this big three thing, Trev, she was like, is he gonna play? Because she was like, so I was researching to see if he was gonna play the big three.
Yeah.
To play in it, because she was like, if not, I would have to find some ways to make sure I take her to go watch it, And when Penny retired, she was still living in Jamaica. She never had the opportunity to be in America to actually see him play in real life. It was just, for her, it's just on the TV. So that's just a whole other reason. But she's been a Magic fan since the day he got drafted. Even when he went to the Suns, she still liked the Magics, but she still kept up with him over his career. But that's how I watched the Magic. Is not to say anything. The Magic was like a little rival thing because I was a Bulls fan. So when Penny just came in and they had that Bulls and that Bulls rival, because supposedly Penny was supposed to be the young Michael. And I ain't gonna lie, that would have been a good matchup. If Orlando never lost Shaq, I think the East would have had something different and a whole other conversation.
100%.
The Eastern Conference would have been way more competitive, and it was. Definitely. But that's just my thing with the Magics. But I'm gonna say this: there's other teams and other players because that's out there that I think is still good. Because old school Lakers was good, because even when the Bulls, took over the Lakers era, the Lakers was already at its peak. They were dying out. And the Lakers, I think, if I'm staying corrected, I think the Bulls is the only team that's won 2 3-peats. Back,
3-peats.
Yeah, because they won 3. They won the first 3. Then Jordan left because after his father passed away,
Yeah.
played baseball. I don't know why. I really don't know why. He was better at golf. If he would have went to golf, I would have been like, you know what? I understand.
That makes sense.
It made more sense.
Yeah.
You know, I want to show you. He was so good at golf that when he did what is that, Space Jam?
Yeah.
That's where they grabbed him from. Was playing golf.
Yeah.
They didn't grab him when he was playing baseball.
No.
They probably saw him like,
We're gonna leave him alone.
Yeah, this wasn't your greatest asset, sir. you ain't winning that league. But yeah.
At least he tried, man.
Hey, I ain't knocking him for that. At least he tried. I mean, but Jordan was even another aspect, I would say, generational wise, for sure that, sometimes if you fail at something and you realize it's not for you, just go back to know what you know that works.
right.
You feel me? And try again. You know, I look at Donville's favorite artist. I'm a mess with you again, Donville, Kanye. Kanye is doing his thing in fashion. I mean, I agree with all of his line, but he stepped out and doing something different. You know, look at somebody who they told him he can't rap. All he's gonna do is be a producer.
Yeah. Make
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And then look at him, one of the biggest rappers out there. Now look into Kanye, you making bum clothes. Now see, I don't, right? But
I'm not gonna lie, I love Kanye.
see what I'm
I'm
saying?
being honest. I have like a pair of jeans that is.
Yeah.
You got it. What is it? What is the one that Drake was messing with him on?
Sycamore?
No,
Wait a minute.
The shoes.
the shoes.
Oh.
The 350s.
You got any of them 350s?
No, I don't have no Yeezys.
Oh.
I want Yeezys so bad.
Yeah, I know Charlotte made me talk about it. That's all he wears, bro.
And he wears it because it's comfortable.
They are comfortable. Yeah, Yeezys are comfortable. One of my friends, he had a pair of Yeezys. He let me try it on. They are very comfortable.
Yeah, I've never.
I thought about them. I never.
They're expensive though, but
He just
I'm in my
wears
dad's
Yeezys
mode. I
because
don't
it's
care about
comfortable.
shoes anymore. It's like, I was like,
I ain't gonna, but David, I ain't gonna lie. If this was like 10 years
I saw
ago, bro.
some feelers the other day. I was like, yo, those look really nice. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, some
yo,
Yeah.
feelers are coming back.
yeah.
They are.
I was like, they look real
Yeah.
cool.
Feelers and
Yo, I ain't gonna
There's
lie.
some other
Okay,
ones.
I'm gonna Google
I actually
this
saw
after.
some Skechers too. I was like, yo, those look kind of dope. Like,
Sure.
I don't care anymore about brands. I'm like, yo, they look nice. I'll
Yeah.
wear them.
I'm real. I agree with you right there.
Yeah.
Because all my shoes, trust, is not the full price.
Yeah.
The way they used
Don't
to
tell
be.
him, Trev.
I don't care.
It look full price, dog. Keep it real.
My money put somewhere else.
Go to outlet. I'm good.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I be loving the outlet stores. That's
My
what I be
favorite
right
brand
now.
is Supra.
Yeah.
Now,
I used to wear Supras.
I heard you can find Yeezys at the Adidas outlet. So keep an eye out.
You just have to be looking
yeah,
hard.
I heard you can find them there. So
Alright.
you never know.
Yeah. I've never been to the Adidas outlet. The only
Oh,
outlet.
it's nice. It's
Where is
real
it?
nice. The one they got one down in Vero Beach. That's real nice. They got one in Orlando too, but the Vero Beach one is like low key.
I know the
Nobody
Nike
knows
one down
about
in
it
Vero.
that. They got an Adidas now.
Okay, I mean, but
Is the
check it
Nike
out.
one not there no more?
No, Nike one's still there.
Oh,
but,
okay.
you know Nike.
Yeah.
But they be saying this
Yeah.
outlet, they be trying to sell it like $60 shoes. I'm like, bro, I'm coming here for the $20 versions. Like, what's going on? like, oh, for real?
I don't
like,
think they have those in the outlets.
Yeah, that's Ross.
Yeah.
hey.
Hey, and not Rock and Ross, right?
Yeah.
Ross gets me right every time I go out.
Right. Especially my button-up shirts. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Quick joint.
Yo, I look good for $30 real quick, bro.
What?
Yeah, you see me looking. Hey, look, guys. That's one thing I want to teach you guys. You don't need to spend $300 to look good.
I'm not gonna lie. I've done that before multiple times with my bag and my belt.
Yeah.
Worst decision. I love them, but worst decision because I could have made a lot more different choices with it with my money. Probably put it towards getting a better car, or getting something that's better than just a belt
I
and a
would
bag.
say I'm not. I agree with what you're saying, but
right
just
in the middle.
when you spend money, make sure it's quality.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I've spent hundreds of dollars on dress shirts, but they're quality dress shirts. You know what I'm saying? I spent $100 on wallets, quality wallets. Just make sure whatever you're getting is
I
quality.
ain't gonna lie, dog. I ain't spent no
won't
$100 on
regret
no
it.
wallet, dog. I believe you alone. I be out at Walmart with that $3 version. Like, yo.
Oh, this rip
It ripped.
and another one.
What?
Yo, wallets should never rip, yo. That's like honestly, that's what my mom told me. She was like my first job I got, I was like 15 years old. First check out cash, get a wallet. First thing you buy.
I got a wallet too. I'm just saying it was the Walmart version. I'm just
Make sure it's genuine leather.
Yeah, I got my Louis Vuitton wallet in my bag and
There
everything.
you go, man.
It's, you know what I'm saying?
It's alright.
No, but it's all right. Now, there's one thing Donville is right. When you buy that Louis Vuitton, if it's should be real Louis, not knocking the Louis, right? You're getting that authentic feel, the authentic feel of real leather.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean?
That smell of leather.
You feel me? Because I was gifted some leather jackets, and I mean some good leather jackets. And I'm not gonna lie, I've worn pleather before. After putting leather on, I don't ever want to see pleather again.
Yeah, it's just different.
You feel me?
It's true.
And I want to use the word gift because I don't want you to have to guess how much the jacket costs. Right? But
I
still,
don't know nothing.
yeah, that's right, Trev. That's right. But still, you know, and so I can say yes. Sometimes, but I'm gonna tell you what I've learned. You don't have to spend a lot to get good quality stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes the same stuff you get. See, you like the Louis Vuitton. You can probably get the same thing at a different price just to shop around. And I would tell you that's something I learned from my mom because Trevor likes Supras. You know, what I mean, my thing is Clark's. You feel me? It's not as popular here, but Clark's is, if you get real authentic Clark's, they're like a $90 shoes. So that's where I would spend my money over my years and look forward to. And I destroy them. Why, I don't know. Like $90 is easy to just pick up to go spend on shoes. Mm-hmm. But that's my quality. But I love it because I like everything about it. The bottom of the cheese bottom, the designs, the little indents that they put on it. You know what I mean? So I can say that their quality is pretty good. But what I've learned how to do now, instead of spending $90 on one, I spend $90 on two. Mm-hmm. Right? So I figure out how to buy the same thing, make it stretch. You know, and then it was something so simple. I just started looking for deals. You know, I saw my wife took a consensus when it comes to like this Groupon thing. I mean, not the website, like coupons and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then she just one day, I remember she saw this little coupon for like a Clark's, and this was years ago. And she's like, "Babe, look, you know, buy one get one free." I like, buy one get one free Clark's. Where? I need this right now. Let me get my paycheck, right? And I did it. And then I remember like, over the couple years, I got into Converse's. Remember I was wearing Converse's for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I ran up in the illest deal. Like I ran into Foot Locker and I bought the Converse's with like $60 a pair, right? So I asked him if I had a special, and she was like, "Well, I mean, I can give you my employee discount." So I bought two of them. So I was like, "Yo, if I bought with her employee discount, if I bought these two, if I can get 50% off of the third one." And she was like, "Well, let me call my manager." So I basically ended up getting 3 pairs of shoes for $90 when the first one cost $60.
Nice.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to hustle.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing I want to tell you. Don't ever settle. Please. I don't want you guys to settle. Sky's the limits. You feel me? And that was one of the biggest things I wanted to come back with the Phoenix, because as powerful as the Phoenix is, I want you to understand when it goes through its rebuild process, it gets even stronger. So not because it's starting from scratch. You feel me? Use all the knowledge and all the ideas and everything that it took for you to accomplish your first goal. Then whatever you guys are doing in the future, just put that towards it again. You know, for me being married, I'm not sure if you guys ever heard the Brian McKnight song, Back at One. Trevor, you heard this part a lot of times.
Every week.
Yeah, Back at One, right? Yeah, and leave me alone. We're back at one, right?
No.
Right? But I'm gonna say, like, if you're gonna do something, if I'm saying, treat it like it's your all. And even if you accomplish that goal, keep that same energy. Because I'm gonna say this, I'm good at games because when I started from a younger age, I never stopped. I kept that same energy. I just made sure as time goes by, I get better and better and better. What I did is became more humbler in different ways. So that's Trevor would tell you. I think this is the first time in a long time I ever tell anybody I'm very, very good at the games the way I am.
Yeah. Usually you're just humble. Someone else has to brag for you.
Yeah. You feel me? And it's because I've learned, like, you know, there's a difference, because I run into people who think they're good, and I'm like, all right, put it on.
Yeah.
You know,
seconds later, someone's crying.
Yeah. You know, and that's just how I kind of feel. I feel about it, but still.
No.
But it's just a constantly evolving what y'all doing. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna switch from you guys. I'm gonna steal a moment for a second, guys. You heard me talk about Skylines all the time.
Yeah.
Nissan. I went and saw some drifting this weekend, aka yesterday.
Where
By the compound.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've been here a long time, and I've not been out in the car.
Never?
Never been out there.
Wow.
Don, you been out here?
I live out there.
I know you live out there.
I don't live out there, y'all. I live by the compound.
Yeah. So, but did you go out there and watch them drifting and stuff like that before?
Nah, I'm out for that danger.
No, all right.
I've seen videos online. And
Right.
All right. So I'm gonna tell you. At first, when you see it on like I'm gonna say Instagram or YouTube from how they show it,
yeah,
it's danger, but not as danger as how people make it seem. I kind of like the area that they chose. There's an area that you can park and look, right?
Yeah.
And the guys are out there doing them thing. Now, if you want to be, if you want to be the person who goes out there a little bit trying to get closer to get edges or
Should I get that camera shot?
should I get that camera shot, and you get hit, that's on you, bro. But it was an experience. I'm gonna say this, guys. If anybody have anything them love in life, I know you got. You see, you love basketball, you play basketball. You love soccer, you play soccer. Trevor, you love music, you do music. Davi, you love tech, you do tech. You feel what I'm saying? For anybody out there who's listening and don't ever got the opportunity to do what you love, try it. I'm gonna say take the leap of faith. If it's something, I'm not gonna say to go broke doing it, but do it at least once. You feel what I'm saying? So you know, so you can say you lived and had an experience. And I did that this weekend. Especially I did it with my son because my son is 5 years old. And I wanted him to experience something that I didn't have the opportunity to experience at his age. Yeah. So when Trev had this idea for this week's episode, I thought it was such a wonderful thing because I want people to know that we're here not just for us, we're here for the future. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? That's why we talk and we drop the knowledge sometimes the way we drop. You feel me? And we want to make sure that we have a wide audience. Everybody can know where we're coming from. You know what I mean? If anybody, especially the young kids who are out here doing them thing, you guys are young. You got your whole future ahead of you.
Right.
I guarantee when we run into you guys like next year, it's going to be a whole nother conversation. And in so many different ways.
So here's a quick one. Here's a quick conversation. Maybe I'm going to bounce the question off y'all first before we hit the youth, I guess.
All right.
They're 17, 18, 16-year-old, right?
Yes.
Should they worry about relationships right now? Should they increase their body count as high as possible before they settle down now? What do you think they should be doing right now?
Go ahead.
And don't be all like fathers
Go ahead,
here.
No. I'm gonna say this, and yes, I'm not gonna lie. The body count thing is good. It feels good. I'm not gonna tell you yes or no to that because I don't want to lie to you. But I would say this: if you do take the opportunity to settle down from now, find a person that you love, right, and cherish, and start a family with, you'll realize the retirement process of life will be so much more better. So yes, I'm gonna keep it real. It sounds good, and I'm gonna have to find another way to say this. I'm not gonna say pudding is pudding, right? But it's pudding. At one point, it's just gonna be pudding. It's what happens after pudding. Can I put it in better?
I get it.
Still a P word.
It's sure. I said pudding. You know what I'm saying? But I want to keep it real because now I'm gonna give you from a married perspective, right? Me and my wife role play. You feel me? And so if their days, you feel what I'm saying? I'm Jay-Z. I'm like, it's your boy. And you feel me? You feel me? And then my wife will be Beyonce, and my wife like accents. So every now and then she jumps into her British accent. So Trevor can know because Trevor mom loves that she jumped into her British accent, and then she talks like she's Russian. You feel me? Just so we can have fun. And I'll be like konnichiwa, and I'll be Asian. So,
oh man.
So what I'm trying to get to is whatever experience you want, make sure you get out of it. Now I'm gonna go a little bit dirty without getting there. Now in the early part of my relationship, my wife kind of like other endeavors as well. I'm gonna say the strip club, right? Mm-hmm. So because of that, I mean, not say I was into strip club, but I enjoyed those endeavors with her. So find somebody who, if you're gonna settle down with, who enjoy the same stuff you do. So if you would like to be monogamous and want to add another entertainment to your relationship whenever you want, make sure you are with somebody who has the same goals. or same drive as you. I'm not promoting anything, but if that's what you're into, make sure you have someone that's doing that, and you'd be surprised. Sometimes if you're honest with your spouse, right, you'd be surprised what they're willing to do. And if they don't want to do that, there's nothing wrong with that. It just means it's just not for them. But don't be the person to hold on to information. But I would say yes, because I'm looking at it like my oldest daughter she's 11 years old now. I'm 35. By the time I'm like 43, she's at the age where I'm really not really taking care of kids anymore. You feel me? So the the elderly part of my life, I'll be able to enjoy. Now, if you sit here, you're jumping body count up when you're at this young age, you're gonna find out that you won't start to realize it and settle down in life until your 30s. Then when you get to your older age, all you're doing is taking care of babies. You're not really enjoying life the way you're supposed to. And we're gonna talk about stuff like 401k and retirement. When you're getting money for not doing anything at all, you want to be able to enjoy those benefits and not have to worry about taking care of kids. That's just my perspective with it. So yes, but if you want to get your body count up, make sure the person who you're with has the same drive. You'd be surprised your girl may like girls. Just hope she don't like boys the same way. That's just me. That's just real. Hey,
very selfish.
Yeah,
Right.
that's being selfish, but that's keeping it. That's an open-ended conversation.
You want to hear my I don't know, man. Honestly, don't get caught up in the relationship thing. Like what CN is correct. What CN said is correct. You do need to find somebody that's on the same page as you. If that girl's not on the same page, I would say be easy to just cut things off.
Yes,
as soon as possible. I mean, why waste your 20s chasing relationships or in a relationship that's not working out the way you need? Like, yo, cut it off and move on with the next thing. But yeah, I mean, I would say it's not that big. It's as a man in your 20s, don't get hung up on it, because you are right, Sian. You're gonna be, by the time you're in your 30s, like, yeah, you're gonna be older, whatnot, whatever. But it's this thing where once you do hit your 30s, you're gonna be more financially stable. You're gonna be more mature, and when you're gonna be at the point where you're ready to have that relationship in a mature, healthy way. When you're 20s, there's not a lot of 20-year-olds that are really ready for a mature relationship, marriage, and that's gonna be healthy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, a lot of guys still in their whole phase, basically. It's like trying to figure things out. You're still young.
Yeah.
And a lot of women like just don't know what they want. So like, I would say late 20s, early 30s is the best age. Anything beyond that, like, don't hold on to it too crazy, because you're still young.
Yeah. And don't feel away, guys. My perspective came from, because my wife got married on her 18th birthday. So our process started very, very, very much younger. Yeah. And so I guess this conversation will be based on very much an experience too, Daniel, in different ways. Yeah, there's different for everyone in relationships. Yeah. It's like, I think the best thing I could say is find that person that you're equally matched with, or equally yoked with. You know what I mean? I like that word. You guys gotta be on the same page. You can just have the same understanding, because you can't force somebody to be a certain way. They can't force you to be a certain way. So you gotta have that balance.
My only advice on that is curve, then curve some more.
Curve is stiff arm, right? I was about to say Curve has been really good with that. Trevor has been really good with that.
That's at least in my.
Trevor has perfected that
in my 20s.
King Curve.
That's what I was known for. Like, it don't matter. I'm not bragging. I'm trying to stay humble. But
stay humble, Trev.
It went from supermodels to artists to whatever. I have curve, and it's not because I think I'm better than you. It's just like, I know my mentality is, and your will never click. Mm-hmm. Even though you might be the baddest out here, me and you won't mesh. Because also in my 20s, maybe like when I was like 21, 22, I realized, I'm not an adult yet. I'm still a kid, and I would like to settle down, but I ain't gonna waste my time with someone. And I think when I barely know myself, I think that's going to be the one for me. So I would suggest to a little mimic what I did, but not too far, because some of them, I would kind of wish, you know what I mean? But still, still don't entertain every girl you see. Not every girl's worth your time, because you gotta understand you're worth something too. You're a handsome gentleman here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like girls want that. Go see that. Oh, you count for a 2-parent home. Oh, you got like more than $20 in a bank account. Oh, you know how to drive. Oh, you can read more than a paragraph. Like there's quality.
You can write.
You had benefits?
You got benefits, man. You can write a paragraph.
Yeah, right. You know what real and fake is. Like, like it's more than like. There's a lot of girls that want that, and not all of them deserve your entertainment, right? Yeah. So I suggest curve. Like, only accept who's worthy. But you gotta understand, this is y'all 17, 18, 16. Shoot, at that age, I didn't know nothing. Yeah. I'm like,
and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Like, it's okay to know nothing at 17, 18 about relationships. Like,
and let's see.
My experience was different, but yeah.
We know.
Of course, we're not going
We know. Let's not go there again.
That was very opening episode.
Conversation.
If anybody wants to hear that part, go back to
Just go back to like episode 20 something. You might be okay. Just go through our episodes and listen. You'll catch one of them.
I could have sworn we was like, yo, see, all right. But I'm going to be honest with me. I lost my virginity when I was 20. Right? Yeah. Up to the teens. I was boot camp scared, because there was like a boot camp back in the day, and it did. They scared you.
You're gonna be on drugs.
The drugs.
Both
You're gonna lose a jaw. I'm like, what? You gonna get STDs? I'm like, what's that? I didn't want to touch nobody. But it's like I was lying too. I was lying to everyone. Saying, "Oh yeah, I ain't no virgin, man. I've been smashing all these, whatever." Knowing damn well. I don't know where to go.
What to do?
That's why it took so long, though, because he was lying on it, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You can't lie upon it, dog. You won't get it. Tell the truth.
Yeah.
It will set you free.
That's another advice.
No, I'm
right
keeping
there.
it real. Like,
lying on it. My bad.
No, because I'm
like, what? Why is lying on it?
It's like, for example, I mean, some guys.
I got you, man.
No, but some guys think that whenever a girl looks at them and be like, "Oh, when's the last time you did something?" You're like, "Oh, like a week ago." It makes them sound cool. Yeah. Actually, if you look at a girl and be like, "Yo, I'm gonna keep it real," I've even been inside of that for like 2-3 years or however long you've been single. It's more intriguing because it kind of shows that you're just not out there to be out there. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. You feel what I mean? There's more substance to you, so it's actually a good thing. You know what I mean? Don't downplay the thing like, yo, I'm smashing like 4 or 5 girls a week. No, because then the next girl you start trying to talk to, she's like, yo, well, you look like a walking STD, bro. Cause that's what she's talking about.
Is that girl you want to attract? Like girls, like you've been smashing for 4 times a week. Oh yeah.
She's thinking, I'm doing the same thing. What's the difference?
Like hold on.
Like, whoa,
do you really want that?
And understand, like, especially in this area right now. I don't want to scare you, but listen, this is truth. Scare straight. There is a lot of STDs just in this city.
It's one of
just here.
Just go to Walmart pharmacy and just stand there and watch.
And just stand there and watch.
Yeah. I'm done.
A lot of those are getting STD medication.
Yeah.
A lot of those young ones.
Yo, that's gonna be my ratchet talk of the day, dog. If you want to see what's going on in the area locally, just go by the pharmacy and have a seat. I'm done with you. I'm done.
She's not coughing.
She got in her face, yo.
Yeah, she doesn't have the flu. That's a whole other episode.
Yo, we don't need a ratchet thought of the week. That's it.
I understand. Be careful out here.
Yeah, for real.
Like, you might want to just say, hey, she bad. Maybe we try to hit that, but yo, you don't know what she has. You don't know who she's been around. You don't know if something, even by kissing, could transpire. Even though kissing is fun, mono could transpire. You know what I mean? So it's deadly out here.
You know when she was kissing before she tried to kiss you
But Cian's right, man. When it's your wife,
Yes.
Y'all can do all the freak nasty things y'all
everything.
want, and it's amazing. It's great. You don't have to worry about nothing. If you have a baby, it's okay. Like,
Yes.
it's different things. So.
That's a big difference. That'd be a big deal breaker for him. But that's the reason why I said find someone to match your energy. And I'm not gonna tell you, and not to say to go go search for that, because when I first moved back here, there's this Puerto Rican girl who was very into me, right? And I wasn't into her. I was into the French benefits, but it was like she was like, okay, well, I want
French benefits.
French benefits.
The friends benefits.
No, French.
Oh, okay.
French
benefits.
Matter of fact, she was Hispanic too, so it's Hispanic benefits. But it's a whole other conversation. you guys led me there, but
you let us there.
You said she was Puerto Rican, and you said French benefits. I wanted with the French part.
French benefits is like
French toast and stuff.
No, well, just use your imagination.
Some pastry.
Just use your imagination. But what happened is, while she was sitting there trying to tell me, like, yo, I want to be with you. You're the person I want to be with. I was like, nah, I don't want to be with you. Like, I don't want a relationship. So I was getting, not saying anything because I was getting all of the benefits without needing a title, right? Yeah. So I can't say I enjoyed that part, but I really didn't want a relationship. But not until Chanel basically was back into my life the way she needed to be, right, is when I was like, yo, this is it. Like, I don't want to lose this again. And I'm going to say this, sometime you may have to lose stuff for a little bit before you can understand what it's meant to you. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not sure if you guys ever had like a old basketball shoes that you've been playing in for some time, and then when it broke and you get some new ones, you're like, bro, like
I don't want these. I want my other ones. Yeah,
you feel me? And I can tell you, I saw that because you play football, you may play in some cleats, and then it's like, nah, the other ones, they felt good because, like, personally, I like Nike cleats. That's just my preference. I don't know because I like Nike over the years, but it was either Nike or Puma. I never really liked Adidas cleats, so that I had preference. And I remember when the first time I got an Adidas piece, I was like, bro, I don't want this. Like, I play with the old beat up ones, bro, and I even actually end up giving it to someone who liked it because I think it was Roberto Carlos who was on that brand. You know Roberto Carlos is?
Yeah, Roberto Carlos
played for Brazil back in the day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he had one of his shoes with Adidas. I'm not sure if it was Adidas or Nike. And I got it, and I was like, nah, man, I can't do this. Like, it just doesn't feel good. And I gave it up, and I got some all-white Pumas. And I love the all-white Pumas because, it had a little black streak inside. Yeah. So, and then that was, like, my favorite boots ever. But still, it was like, you have to go to that direction. But, yeah, while I'm jumping off the bridge with things. But, Angel.
Yeah.
You've been missing on me, man.
Angel off the count, man.
Yeah, your Angel off, dog.
That's that 16-year-old life.
Yeah. Throwing it out there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but I want you guys to take some note for sure that for anybody who have them juvenile around them, and I'm using the word juvenile in Jamaica, that's just another term for kid or your child. It's like you nurture them, and if you're an adult and you see like your cousin, your brother, who feel like they may need some guidance, you'll guide them. I think what I can say I like about our guests today is that they actually have structure behind them. They had passion. There's things that's driving them in so many different ways, and that is good. Man.
You guys are definitely in the right position to succeed in life.
Thank you.
You guys understand. You got support. I see the drive. I see the support you guys have. That's the starting block. That's the foundation of everything.
Yeah. So, Max, how many years have you been playing basketball?
I've started probably about 5-6 years ago.
Oh, so you've been playing for a couple of years.
Yeah.
How long have you been playing football or soccer? To be correct.
I think like 8 years. I played.
Yeah. Is it something you think you're gonna continue with?
I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't know. Like last season, I played for a team that really didn't get anywhere, and it just kind of like fizzled out because I like playing and progressing as a player and playing with people that care about the sport and want to get better.
Yeah.
But the last team I played for, no one really cared. Everyone would just like joke around and not take practice seriously. We would lose games. Sometimes we would win. Like it'd be surprising that how many games we'd win and like seeing how we practice. But just playing with those type of people, it just doesn't get you nowhere.
All right. So let me ask you guys. What do you think is next for this? I know what you think. What do you think is next? I mean, for you.
In life, I just feel like my main priority is just finishing high school at this point.
Nice.
And then just after that, just pursuing, like, I'm still looking out for, like, what I want to do in life, like, what career. So, like, just, like, after high school, I just want to know right away what I want to do and, like, what I'm passionate about and, like, moving towards it. So I'm able to go ahead and just keep on going for my goal and not stopping and just keep on going. So, like, fresh out of high school, I want to be able to just go straight next, either college or not even if I don't do college, just going into trade school to just do what I want to do.
All right, you use the word trade. That's a very powerful word to me personally because not everybody's going to be college educated. If you would go for a trade, what would you go for a trade for?
I'm not sure 100% yet. I've been like looking into like doing becoming a barber.
Yeah.
And like security work. I know a lot of people that do security work that they talk to me about it and they tell me like it's a fun job to have just because like you're in charge of the area that you're watching over.
Okay.
And so like
boss moves.
Yeah, basically like you're like if you see something that's not right, you have the authority to stop it and tell the person that's either loitering or doing whatever that they're not supposed to. You have the authority to tell them, yo, you have to go. And even then, if they get physical with you, then you have your self-defense and you won't get in trouble for it. And so like I know a lot of people that do that kind of work back in Orlando and they tell me they get paid good for it and they love it. And like they're people that I would honestly say are like my best friends. So like I know it would be something, and they know a lot about me. So when they tell me that it's something that they feel I would like, I feel like I should pursue it. But at the same time, I should pursue what I want to do, and that's why I'm pursuing and like becoming a barber as well.
I mean, I could go to the whole seven. I mean, Ecclesiastic 11, 7 different sources of income. If I said that correctly.
I don't know.
I don't want to quote that right now.
First time I'm hearing this.
No, I'm gonna send that to you.
Say that to me too.
Yeah, sure. I'm saying that. Actually, that's in the Bible. That's basically on my trading stuff.
Okay.
We use that on that. But you kind of exuberate some things a little while ago, and I'm using the word exuberate because leadership is a good thing. So I would say whatever you do, try to put yourself in a leadership role. Being in control. If you're gonna go into the security world, a word of advice because I've done security guarding before. Armed security guard pays better, and working for a bank is the best. Because if the instant something goes down, you just drop later and call 911. Your job is done. Don't shoot nobody. Don't point nothing. Just lay down. Go.
Oh, you here? All right.
You
down.
here?
Cool.
All right.
Take the money.
Yeah, take everything. You just call 911. That's your
Make
job.
sure you get home that night.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
The only pay you don't have the gun on your waist, so it's just to scare people. That's really what it's there for. You can't even really use it, but still. So yes, if you're ever going to go to security, I like the fact that you're a barber because you're in a time. I think since the beginning of time, people have been cutting them here, wanting for a former shape. Yeah. And as I'm gonna use a different word. As the world becomes very much more metrosexual, guys are very much in tune with their personality and their appearance. If you're a man, it's not a bad thing because ladies like the guys looking nice and clean or whatever preference they have at the moment. You feel what I'm saying? So it will be a need. Guys will need their hair getting cut. Girls cutting their hair nowadays too. So that's a good thing. So whenever there's a need, there's going to be a source. So I'm kind of happy you're sourcing yourself. That's the most important thing for you to have as a 17-year-old. Don't stop that.
And there's always like a lot of connects and networking through barber. You know, we give our barbers all our information.
Yeah, it's true.
And then like even there's traveling barbers that you may be like the ones around here, they're getting a max maybe like a $22-$25 a cut, right?
Yeah.
Traveling.
Oh, they get like $100 a cut sometimes.
Oh yeah. And you have make it a passion. Do your own design. Do your own techniques. Like I respect barbers, and I hope my barber is listening. Hey, I'm coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trevor's like, just to make sure you chop me up properly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I know you said you're trying to figure out what you would like to do. Now, let me ask you one more question before we get to the wrap-up part of this evening. Do you think you would like to go to college or trade school or anything like that? Or you just want to do your thing?
I want to go to college.
You want to go to college?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to give you one advice. If you're trying to figure out what you want to do, the best thing to go for is an associate degree. It's a good starting point. You basically put yourself in a nice little playing field. Am I saying this correctly, Donovan?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
You good?
Yeah, I look for you because I don't want to say it wrong, but it gives you a playing field that, yes, you don't know what you're doing with yourself, but if you have that degree, pay me properly while I'm trying to figure it out. Mm-hmm. That's all it basically means. It kind of pushes you away from the minimum wage aspect, and and then you can go, and I'm gonna say this, you can go to a lot of corporations with an associate degree. You know, I'm talking
get your foot in the door.
Foot in the door, because Downville, for example, I know I'm gonna use a company like North Rock, right?
Yeah.
You can be in an IE Tech with an associate degree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you're wondering what an IE Tech starts at in this area, it's about $20 an hour starting. Yes, that felt a little bit. That felt a little bit good.
I can go get my resume right quick.
But I want you to understand, that's you figuring it out. And I just told you one source of income. I want you to understand, managers in Walmart don't even have an associate degree. You know what I'm saying? And I'm using the word manager, like the floor managers, the upper ones may have some sort of a business degree, but as a regular floor manager don't have that. So you come in with an associate degree, puts you in their category right out the bat.
True.
So if you're gonna do that, and that's just my advice I'd like to give to you. Angel's a little bit younger. You know what I mean? Angel his time will come, because what's happening is as you experience as his older brother, that's gonna come. You're gonna be able to give him that wisdom too.
You're gonna pass down those gems.
You feel me? And just watch it. Probably not now because you're going through the figure out phase, but it's a good thing because you will kind of give him the idea, like, look, even if you don't know what you're doing, there's somewhere you can still. There's a destination for you. It's the people who stay lost in that chaos and don't have a destination that really goes through that issue. Well, just keep making progress. Even it may not be as fast as the world wants. May not be as fast as your mom wants, your beautiful sister wants, if you know what I'm saying, your dad or whatnot. But make sure you're making progress, but it's progress that you want. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, you live with you. You feel me? They don't have to live with you. You know what I mean? Yeah. So make sure you make that move.
And there will be setbacks. There's always setbacks, but it's how you. I mean, I'm sure all of us have gone through setbacks in our lives, but I do admit the setbacks that I've hit, they were all for a reason. You know what I mean? They all helped me to get where I am today.
Yeah.
So embrace it, man. When you do have challenges, when you do have setbacks, embrace it and move forward with it. Sienna is completely right about getting your associate's degree. Another thing is that I know, and the thing is, nowadays I know degrees, like, it sounds so, like, why do I need a degree? Just the same stuff I could learn online or learn working. It's right. But to be honest, you do need that stamp of approval from a college. You do. To get into the corporate world, at least. And the good thing about that is that a lot of companies, once you do get your foot in the door, they'll pay for your education easily, at least half of it. This is a great weight off your back.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So you got to take out no loans and that crap. But that associate's degree is going to get you in the door to a lot of companies. You can use that tuition reimbursement, get your bachelor's, get your master's, do whatever you need to do, man. But that's the key right there.
And then the good thing.
And then another thing, I don't want to bypass that, but having a trade, that is crucial. I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again because I feel like our community needs to understand what is going on in tech world. Like they are replacing. Like my job is to replace jobs with computers. Like that's my job. So I see what's happening. So then I'm not gonna write a program that's going to replace a plumber. I'm not going to write a program that's going to replace a barber. But I am going to write a program that's going to replace an accountant, a lawyer, an office manager, easily. Trust me.
Shoot, Walmart replacing cashiers that didn't even exist.
From a technical aspect, it is easy. We're just trying to figure out how to make employees okay with it because they're going to see their jobs go away.
Yeah, sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
Basically.
That's really what it is.
Sure, you see that going on right now.
Oh, yes.
Making sure you equip yourself properly to handle what's coming in the future. And this is coming from people that lived through the 2007 crisis. Like, we were in college. I know me and Trevor were in college. Yeah. And, like, everybody, like our parents was getting laid off. Like everybody was losing their jobs, losing their homes, all types of craziness, man. And like we just had to figure it out. Like I had to take that leap and like, yo, I gotta stop college and just go full time work just to keep my money up because I had bills I had to pay. So, you know, I had to do that, man, and it ended up making me stronger and going back, finishing college, all that. But you're gonna be faced with a challenge in your generation. I think it's going to be that the robots are taking over. Like it sounds cliche, but it really is happening. Yeah. So you guys got to be aware of that. Have that vision to see what's coming down the line 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 years from now, and make your decision based on that, man.
I don't know what Donville. After the way you just talk, if you ain't going tech, it's going to be a tough conversation because as bad as it sounds, you just open up a new playing field because now another business is going to open tech repair. When hardware, because software is upgradable, right? Yeah. Or reprogrammable. When hardware fails, you need that person to replace it.
But it's beyond that. Like,
yeah,
it's beyond hardware. Like Amazon Cloud takes care of the hardware. Microsoft Azure takes care of the. Listen to what I'm saying, yo. Mm-hmm. They take care of the hardware. Like, I'm not even into hardware anymore. Like, it's all software for me because people can easily just like, okay, your server's crashed. All right. Go order a server from Amazon AWS.
Quick.
It's that easy. Like you can have a server or a computer set up within hours, within minutes sometimes, you know? So it's not even that. It's really the software that's driving things.
I know, Don. I think that's a big part. I don't think we can go anywhere bigger than that.
What are you saying?
No, I mean...
Wrap it up.
Yeah, like...
Oh, you know, yeah. I'm like, oh, talk to me.
No, Donville,
I'm ready.
It's a strong point.
Yeah.
Because I would say this, based on what... I mean, now, guys, or anybody who's listening, if there's anything you think we left off, or anything you think we needed to talk about extra, especially going for the younger generation, please comment. I would have really, really appreciated it, just so, you know, I mean, we can have that conversation going. But Donville, that was a very strong point because a lot of people don't understand the word, the power of insight, and it really is. And I can say this. I mean, I have insight in different things. Trevor has insight, and you have major insight based on what you do. And a lot of people don't really know what's coming. They hear about it, right? They see the little commercials, the little things that they see on the internet when they pop up in their little stuff. They're like, nah, this will never happen, but it's happening right in front of your eyes. So
it's pretty crazy how it's happening. And like the thing is, I'm excited about it because I do see the benefit in like when this hits, like people are gonna be, you're gonna be sitting on your jobs like talking to a robot to do your job. Mm-hmm. Like you're gonna be managing a robot to do the job that you would be doing. Like saying, yo, what's Beth doing? And Beth is a robot that you're talking to.
Yeah,
that's real.
Pet's capacity is at 2.0.
I'm excited to. I'm the type of person that embraces change. I'm cool with change because I understand that companies, corporations, people that innovate and do change and embrace it, they do see the fruits of it. They are the successful ones. Let me get in my business bag. You know, you look at the fall of 2007. A lot of companies went under. Delta had hard times, but from that, JetBlue came about. Mm-hmm. From that, Frontier came about. Mm-hmm. From that, Southwest came about. Mm-hmm. Huge companies that were based that thrived in a decline. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Look at Facebook. Thrived in a time where corporations were dying. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Look at Netflix. While Blockbuster died, Netflix killed it. You know what I mean? They're still doing it.
I don't think Blockbuster died. Netflix just killed.
You know what I mean? Like honestly, 10 years ago, we were talking about
gangster stuff.
We were talking about companies that had hundreds of millions of dollars. Yeah. Now we're talking about $1 billion companies.
Yeah. Right.
Like you said, these were times where the economy died. Yeah. These were times where people's jobs died.
Yes.
Rose back up from the ashes, and we're doing a lot better.
The Phoenix.
You know what I mean? You gotta embrace it. As a young person, y'all gotta embrace that. Cause, like I said, there will be hard times, but there's gonna be better times ahead for sure.
Got you.
Yeah, nice. No, I want to say, guys, thank you very much, LJ, Adi, and Ian Joe, who hide in. right?
He's waving.
I know. I can feel the ears.
Yeah,
Of course.
Just hanging out.
He's here.
I want to thank you guys for coming out.
Y'all want to say any shout outs?
You want to have shout outs?
Shout out to people's
Any girl,
Instagrams.
any girl that don't want to link up so she can't come listen to the voice.
That's all right.
Give a shout out for me,
I give no
Angel.
shout outs, bro.
Angel, give a shout out.
What?
Give a shout out,
shout
bro.
out, man.
What do I say?
What's your
What'd you say?
Instagram?
What's your
You know, your
Instagram?
people's.
Yeah.
Have people follow you?
Yeah, to your girl. Girls.
Y'all go ahead, follow me on the
There you go,
Instagram.
Adi.
EM Simpson 16 and shout out to my girl. I love her.
There you go. TG, LJ, come on. That's
LJ.
TJ. Go on.
Hit that.
Drop
that.
some.
A shout out?
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Tati.
That's right. You see?
Tati, when Trevor was just boasting about supermodels hitting his line, just know you got him.
That's right.
Supermodels.
Yes.
Dog.
Yes.
Supermodels.
Super model.
That's the drop.
You.
Yo, Trevor, we need that. Yes, and a shout out. We need Downhill. I'm gonna need that part.
Oh man.
Yo, on the front of next week.
Man, don't forget, y'all. OnePopPodcast.com, at OnePopPodcast on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that. Hit us up. Let us know what y'all think about this episode, man. I
Yo,
mean, this
yo,
is
for
definitely a
real.
fun time.
No, I'm gonna leave you guys with a positive note.
Yeah.
Don't forget about the past, because the past determines the future. I mean, so don't forget about your youth. You know what I mean, and the youths around you, because they're the one that's gonna lead after you're gone. One podcast. Peace.
I got nothing ratchet.
Watch her. You want
Oh,
to
man.
I'm trying to think. Is there anything ratchet I gotta think of?
I watch her.
If she can't spell 401k, run.
Run, dog. One podcast.
Yeah. And that part.
Yeah, I'm that part.